This is called Paxillus involutus. This is the only mushroom to have claimed the life of a professional mycologist.
Wow.
So it used to be considered edible, and you'll still find Eastern Europeans that eat this because they've eaten it for generations and never had any issues. But what happens is, every time you eat it, your body reacts to a chemical in it, and it doesn't do anything most of the time. But you might eat it 5 times and it might happen, or you might eat it for 40 years and it never happened. It's just kind of hit and miss. But basically, eventually, your body recognises it as like a foreign body and attacks itself. It's like an autoimmune response, and it basically kills you. So you could eat it. Might be able to eat it with impunity every year for your whole life and never have any issues. When it's young, the stem, and if you cut it in half, it would blush pink. That's one of the ways to help distinguish between a parasol and a shaggy parasol. Both edible. People prize the parasols more highly, but they're both edible. I like both of them equally. These are nice when they're not horrible and maggoty. When you get them when they're just unfurl, I like to just pop the stem out and then stuff them. Use it like a whole stuffed mushroom. They're quite a nice firm texture at that stage. So. This is a milk cap. This particular one produces a lot of milk. Now, word of caution, if you read in the book, it'll say milk caps are safe to taste. You can taste the milk. And one of the descriptive features of milk cap is, latex, mild or peppery or spicy or bitter, non-distinctive, whatever. That will be a particular feature. That's fine. This particular one, this is the ugly milk cap. It's like an ugly brown mottled colour, produces copious amounts of milk. You could do that. I've done it once. I regretted it. It is the most disgusting, bitter, acrid tasting. I literally couldn't get the taste out of my mouth for like at least a whole day. So I would not recommend tasting it. Not dangerous, not poisonous. But they will never have purple spots like the giant hog we had. This has a much more distinct celery-like groove in it. If you look. Oh, yeah. So in spring you can actually eat these. What you're looking for, and I'll see if I've got any regrowth. Tea, past to be almost sort of taste. It's got its own taste, but it's very distinctive, very pleasant, and you can just use it as a vegetable. Oh. So most stuff is like,
Did you say you'd only do that in spring, or could you do it with that?
But that's fine. But when it looks like that, basically, you want it young and closed. Common hogweed, yeah.
Wow. So I just blanch it.
I mean, that's nice and healthy. I just like to pan fry it. I just cook it like a... This is the yellow stainer.
Oh, yeah.
So you rub the base of the stem, that goes bright yellow, and then the...
Yeah, so not to eat.
No, so if it stains yellow like that, that's the one you don't want to eat. So it just looks exactly like a horse mushroom or whatever, but it has that very bright... See, sometimes horse mushrooms can stain a little bit yellow, but never vibrantly like that. And it has, you smell it, I think it smells a bit like TCP, but people have different opinions of it. Yew trees were worshipped by pagan religions, and then what happened when Christianity came in, it kind of usurped that, and they came and built churches in the pagan worship places, and that's kind of how that association came about. But pretty much all parts of the yew is toxic. They actually use part of the taxol, and they used to make a treatment for breast cancer. They actually isolate compounded it and use it to treat cancer because it's toxic, kills cells. Most people think the berries are entirely poisonous. They're not technically poisonous, it's actually just the seed that's an issue. These are called arils, actually, so they're like a coating around the seed, A-R-I-L, arils. But basically, there's two ways to do it. You can either squish it out with your hand, or what I do is put it in my mouth.
Spit the seed out?
Yeah, just suck the coating off and spit the seed out. But they taste like gooey strawberry. They're really, really pleasant.
Really?
I would never process them. So if you boiled them or tried to cook them into a jam or something, you'll be extracting the taxol from the seed there. That's why all I ever do is I just eat some as I'm out and about, suck the coating off. If everyone wants to try some, they're welcome to do.